you can learn just about anything on YouTube these days. A while back this winter, I decided that car camping for me was not very fun because the back of my car is not flat. And there's where the back seats go down, there's that ridge, and it's not level. I've done it, but it's even with a sleeping mat, it's just not comfortable. So I decided I wanted to build a bed in the back, and I searched all over YouTube, and I found, I wish I knew who it was. I would totally give her a shout out. I found a tutorial for somebody who, same as me, she just wanted to not live in her car, but to be able to go camping comfortably. And she had all of the, not really instructions, but the how-to, how she did it, and even itemized out the materials. So I did it, and I think it's worked pretty well. I haven't had a chance to camp in it yet, but I wanted to give you a rundown of the materials that I used and how I did it. So here we go. My car measured 35 inches wide by 45 inches deep, and luckily the two pieces were exactly the same. The cool thing about Home Depot is you just give them your measurements and they will do the cuts for you, and you walk out of there with all of your material cut the way you want it. The thing I did wrong was mismeasured the two front 2x4s, and they ended up a little bit short. I just needed to cut two extra 2x4s that were about 2 inches longer than I originally had this guy make my cuts. So that wasn't that big of a deal, but definitely measure twice so that you only have to cut once. I really appreciated that service from Home Depot, and I'm sure Lowe's does it as well. I'm not a woodworker, don't know what I'm doing, but I'm attempting to build a platform for a bed to go in the back of my Hyundai Santa Fe so it's more comfortable for car camping. So I've got my drill here, and I hope it's powerful enough to get through these two 2x4s, and stick with me and you'll see it. Hopefully you'll see it come together. Okay, I got some screws. I don't know if I should make holes in the wood before I start, but anyway, here goes. Maybe so. I still don't know if I should have made holes in the wood before I put screws in it, but it worked out okay. Seemed like it worked. Making this bad boy work pretty hard though. One thing I wish I had done was put wood glue between the two 2x4s prior to screwing them together. If I had it to do over again, I would definitely use some wood glue, slather it on there, put them together, and then put the screws in. They were hard going in. Okay. I was going to put 3 in there. And I did. I put 3 screws in each of the legs of the bed, which were in this case 7 inches, but your vehicle, you'll have to measure yourself what your vehicle requires. The uneven surface of the natural floor in the back of my car with the seats down is why I came up with 7 inches. Pretty solid. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. Next. Okay, so I've got those set up over here, and I've got them 4 inches in from the edge. I don't know why, it just seemed like a good idea. And they're hanging off the edge, and the reason for that will become apparent in a little while. So I'm going to put 2 screws each through here. So the reason for the overhang of those 2 legs is that the next piece of plywood, the piece that goes right behind the driver and passenger seat, is just freestanding. And so that overhang acts as the back set of legs for that front piece of plywood. And then it's the 2x4s that drop down to the floor in the front of the bed and behind the driver's seat and behind the passenger seat. Those are the ones that I mismeasured. What you don't see here is the 2 holes that I drilled in the top of each 2x4. and put drop pins to hold the whole thing together. So I got 9 drop pins. That allows for 1 extra in case I were to lose one, then I still have an extra drop pin. So everywhere that the bed is connected to the legs or to the top piece to the bottom piece, I put 2 drop pins in each 2x4 to secure it all together. So it's just sitting in there right now. It's not quite done because I mismeasured the 2x4s in the front. They're too short, so you can kind of tell it dips down there at the front, but I'll just cut 2 extra 2x4s. That'll be the easy part. Room for a storage tote or 2 under there for some supplies and gear, and even some stuffing room to stuff, I don't know, bedding, clothes, more gear. And I'm pretty happy with it. The glue's still wet, obviously, but I think it's gonna work out just fine. Well, I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but I'm pretty excited. The weather's starting to get better and I can't wait to go camping in it. I'm going to show you all about it. Make sure you watch that next video.